Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Welcome back to the channel. How's it going?
Did you look at my notes strangely?
I did, because it's just on a printer piece of paper with no lines. I like it.
I ran out of, on my spiral, I ran out of papers.
Yeah. She's old school and she does not use computer. She does not use a Word document. She uses paper.
I like to write them with my hands. But how's it going, everyone? Yeah, we're going to kind of just go over a few games that happened over the weekend and kind of something that happened that was a little controversial. Timestamps down below like always. But, you know, it's getting to the end of the WSL season, which this is kind of a fun time for soccer. It's the end of the WSL season and it's the beginning of the NWSL season.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah. But first thing we're going to talk about is a couple matches that happened over the weekend that are pretty important because, as we know, the league race is still going on. Most people think Chelsea's going to win that, but slots for the Champions League are still up for grab for next year. But also getting momentum, getting confidence going into a few Champions League matches are going to be really important because, as we remember, Arsenal had a big 2-0 loss against Real Madrid last week. So they're in a big hole coming up. It's going to be tough to come out of that hole. But if we go by what the game that happened over the weekend, they're in a good spot to come out and possibly have a run for Champions League because they had a big 4-0 win against Liverpool over the weekend. We're going to read comments at the very end like we've been doing. That just seems to be working out the best. But they had a big win. And as we remember, Liverpool beat Arsenal at the FA Cup and knocked them out. So this was kind of redemption, kind of like Arsenal wanted to show, hey, I know you guys beat us, but, you know, we're not going away. Also, Arsenal have a big game on Champions League on Wednesday against Real Madrid. But, you know, they wanted the momentum. They wanted the confidence to go into that game. Big 4-0 win. And we're going to read some comments. They just look good. They look confident. They looked like they were ready to win. Huge game for Caitlin Ford. 2 own goals by Liverpool, which is never good. But it goes back to the pressure they're putting on Liverpool. So, you know, when you have an own goal, sometimes it's a fluke, but a lot of times it's just due to the pressure that the team puts on them. And Caldente had a beautiful goal in the 44th minute. But although they are hoping to get out of the 2-0 hole for Champions League, they're going to have some they're going to have some stiff competition because I don't even think you really know this, Sarah. Real Madrid beat Barcelona 3-1 over the weekend.
Whoa.
First time, I think I said they have played each other 20 times. First win in I saw for Real Madrid. But that just goes to show, yeah, Arsenal might have the confidence right now, but Real Madrid beating Barcelona, they really have the confidence. So it is going to be very tough for Arsenal to come back, especially when Real Madrid is on such a high from beating Barcelona.
But they have home field advantage, so that's good.
Yeah. And, you know, traveling, even if it's just a 2 or 3 hour plane ride from Spain to London, it's still it's still going to be tough for Real Madrid when you have the home field advantage, when you're the traveling team. It still will be tough, but they are on a high. They just Kerolin Weir scored twice in that game, in the 87th and the 90th plus 6th minute. But it's going to be tough for the Champions League match on Wednesday. But so both teams are coming off a high. I will say that it's going to be a fun game on Wednesday. But going on over the weekend again, another team that has to come back from 2 goals down is Chelsea. And the big storyline is Chelsea, Man City playing each other 4 times in a row. I mean, that's crazy.
Did they get sick of seeing each other?
They probably do. 4 times in a row. Over the weekend was their 3rd meeting, and Chelsea did come out on top. Now, we're going to read from an article in a second, but there was a bit of a controversy. But 2-1 victory for Chelsea. Man City struck first in the 32nd minute. Beautiful goal by Kerolin. And then Aggie Beaver-Jones scored the equalizer in the 49th minute. Then substitute Erin Cuthbert came in and scored a wild header.
Whoa. That was a banger. She really put her body on the line for that.
So a beautiful goal by Erin Cuthbert coming in as a sub. That was the winning goal. That was in the 90th plus 6th minute. But it was a tough game. Also, Man City are still trying to qualify for Champions League. Right now, Man City sit in 4th place. They have to be in top 3. But if you look at the schedule, Man City and Man United are vying for that 3rd space. Man United's schedule is much more difficult right now than City's schedule for the end of the season. So I still think Man City are going to slip into that 3rd place, but you don't even want to be on the edge because it was so close for Man City to get 1 point out of this game. But I would still say, people say if they're going to win today's game, if they're going to win a league game versus a Champions League game, of course you would want to win the Champions League game on Thursday. They're playing on Thursday. But again, Chelsea is going to have to beat them by 3 goals. That's going to be tough. Actually, someone I read online that apparently people think that this cream kit is Chelsea's cursed kit. You know how every team has a cursed kit? Apparently people think this might be the cursed kit. But yesterday it wasn't.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Probably is.
I know. But the big controversy in this game is going to be, I don't think even Sara saw this. Jess Park scored a gorgeous goal. I mean, gorgeous. From far out, beautiful placement. And we're going to read from this article, but they're saying, but then the ref blew the whistle because Kerolin went down right before she shot that goal. And what they're saying is, I think I understand the Man City, they should have played on, and Man City should have played. It should have been the Man City's advantage. We're going to read from this article, but this is very frustrating, especially for a City fan, especially when people think Chelsea gets all the calls to begin with.
Man City versus Chelsea. Nick Cushing says ref sorry after error. Manchester City boss Nick Cushing has revealed he received an apology from the officials after Jess Park's strike was controversially ruled out in his team's 2-1 Women's Super League defeat to Chelsea. Erin Cuthbert scored a stoppage time winner after Aggie Beaver-Jones strikes cancelled out Kerolin's opener. However, City could have been 2-0 up in the first half had referee Kirsty Dowell played the advantage after Kerolin was fouled on the edge of the area. Instead, Dowell's decision to prematurely blow her whistle for a free kick meant Park's effort on the follow-up did not count, opening the door for Chelsea to mount their comeback. The officials admit they got it wrong and should have played on, Cushing said after the match. The frustrating thing is that after Laura Coombs' foul earlier on, because we were so dangerous on the counterattack when the whistle was blown on Coombs, I asked her to play advantage, but 3 minutes later, it happens. Chelsea boss Sonia Bonpastor sympathized with Cushing's frustrations, but praised her side for their tenacity in the second half. From my opinion, the referee whistled since the beginning, even when the ball was not going into the goal, so I think she made the right decision, and it's difficult after when you see the result, she said, so I can understand their frustration.
So City fans not happy, especially if the referee goes to Nick Cushing and said, I was wrong, I shouldn't have blown the whistle. Now, Sonia Bonpastor said, I actually think she did the right thing. But if the ref actually goes up to Nick Cushing and apologizes and said, I was wrong, that's a tough pill to swallow, especially because City were playing pretty well and the tides kind of turned. Some might say that maybe made the tides turn.
Dumb question. Can they still add that point? Like post match,
when she apologizes.
Yeah, once you acknowledge you're wrong, can you still count that? Like
they should. They need
to add that in the rule book, because right?
Yeah, because it's hard, especially because if it would have gone 0-0, if the match would have ended up in a draw. So, but if you did look where Jess Park kicked the ball and then Hannah Hampton heard the whistle and then kind of, I don't want to say gave up on trying to make a save, but after she heard the whistle, she kind of just said, I'm not going to try. Now, it could have been in a place where Hannah Hampton could not have made the save, but it kind of looks like Hannah Hampton reacted to the whistle too. So who knows if that would have even gone in.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So, but Man City fans, especially if the referee says, sorry, my bad. I mean, that's especially when people think Chelsea already get all the calls. Not to say that they do, but it seems that, I don't know, I am frustrated or would be frustrated. A lot of Man City fans out there just not happy.
At least she admitted she was wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so, right? But I will say, now Man City's really fired up for Thursday. Their Champions League match is on Thursday. They're like, we got done wrong. We're going to win this. Actually, their squad is going through a lot. Obviously, Hasegawa, she's injured. I don't know if she's going to play on Thursday. She's injured. And Yamashita, the goalie, she was out for this game, but Keating came back in. She played so well. She made a bunch of saves, such quality saves. So apparently, Keating is going to be in there for Champions League. She looked great this game. Yes, they did lose, but she made some great saves. Some other players on Man City have been injured. So it's going to be tough on Thursday, but I think this fires up Man City. Champions League is going to be exciting. What did everyone think?
So now we're going to read some comments. We're going to start with the ones from the Man City game. So this person says, "We don't care about the league. Should have rested them for Champions League."
Yeah, I saw a few people make that point. And then underneath that, someone says, "Utter nonsense. Don't finish top 3. No Champions League next year." And then someone says, "If we win the Champions League, then we automatically qualify." So there's differing opinions. I think even if they get through to the semis, I think it's going to be a tough road to beat whoever is in the semis and the finals. But some people thought, hey, don't even try with this game. And then another comment about Thursday, the big Champions League match.
"Revenge incoming on Thursday. Come on, City. We need to play better on Thursday."
And then someone here says, "Good job, Keating." Yeah, Keating did a great job. And then about the decision about not allowing that goal.
"As an Arsenal fan, City were robbed. Same old Chelsea."
And that's what people are saying. Arsenal fans are like, hey, we feel your pain on that.
And someone else says, "Robbed. No other words."
Yeah, I saw a few other people like that. And then talking about Chelsea, Chelsea didn't play perfectly, but someone goes, "What a legend Erin is. By far my favorite in the WSL. Plays for the badge and always 100% committed." Yeah, she comes in, she scores that crazy header, put her body on the line. Then someone goes, "Second half, City couldn't get it out of their own half. What a response from Chelsea." Yeah, that's why people, yeah. But hopefully Thursday. And then one more comment about the Man City game. I see this.
"I'd be fuming if I was Man City. Christie robbed them off a goal by not playing advantage. Them admitting after the game she should have played advantage. Chelsea always have the ref as the 12th player. Standards need to be higher from the referees."
So people are saying, why does Chelsea get the breaks? There's a referee called Emily Heaslip or Heaslip. Everyone says that's like Chelsea's personal ref because she always gives them the good calls.
Oh dear.
So what did everyone think about the Man City game? And then we'll read it, just a couple more comments. Someone goes, "Arsenal needed this win and they delivered." And then someone goes, Great work and job done, girls. Rest and recover well. Bring this kind of energy against Real Madrid in a couple of days." So people, 2 goals down, people know that Arsenal have it in them to come back.
"Imagine we play this good and get this result on Wednesday. Let's bring this kind of energy. Believe. Great performance. We need this passion on Wednesday. Come on, girls."
People are pumped.
Every player wanted to win and played with pride today. Well done, ladies. Bring on the fire and cannons on Wednesday. Let's go. The lineup and subs were perfect. Kim Little is still lethal as she displayed today. She still brings the dog. Managing her minutes is key, though. Proper wingers were put in place today. Russo in the right position. May we come through Wednesday. Amen.
Yeah, I mean, according to this comment, I didn't watch the whole game, but basically the game could not have gone better for Arsenal. And then again, who's their opponent? Real Madrid. They beat Barcelona. I see a couple comments saying, they did it. People are pumped about Real Madrid. Someone says, "After 5 years, happy for this win." And then someone says, "First ever win." And then someone goes, "Like 20 games and we've won once." So this was huge for Real Madrid. Someone goes, "Real Madrid beat Barcelona. Women, first time ever." But yeah, so people are pumped about Real Madrid.